Good morning, parents and aunts and uncles and cousins and grandparents and whatever else we call words that we call people we are related to. I am the crazy dude who is related to you and loves you very much as relatives do. An educator of humanoid life and existence in all life forms in some way or another. At least I would, I don't want to say assume, but I would say considerably, most likely, almost guarantee, definitely. This beautiful world where we live in right now is the Berkeley campus, the UC Berkeley campus, where everyone be dancing and singing and learning and creating and thinking about what to do all day until the day ends. This is where I'll be at. I've been around here since I was like 10, 9, or 8, I think. Beatboxing and breakdancing with psychology major from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which is a place to go. On my list of places I must experience for educational purpose as a hip-hop loving individual that I am, not to mention a traveler who is similar to Pokemon trainers from Game Boy Color on a quest to be champion, challenging leaders and elites in order to acquire mastery and prestige. Shouts out to my Arcanine. He's vicious, full of savagery, a true beast. Arcanine is a pseudo-legendary, meaning he's significant to the storyline of Pokemon for reasons I don't remember exactly, but still kind of like common enough of a Pokemon to catch in the wild. Very different from like Suicune, Entei, and Raikou, who are one of a kind, at least if I'm not mistaken. Back in the day, I had Pokemon Silver, and we do this thing called duplication at the Pokemon Center, where you put your Pokemon in a box, like a file box in a computer, and I don't know how the fuck exactly that kind of stuff works, because how you gonna put a wild animal on a box in the internet like a motherfucking term paper for your college internship? Is it a Digimon? Because if it was a Digimon, that would make sense then. But anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is when you put your Pokemon in a box, right, in a computer, it'll say saving, don't turn off the, right? And like right before you put your Pokemon, right before the game saves, you turn off the handheld console. You turn it off right before it saves, and then you turn the Game Boy back on, and you look in the box. It's gonna be 2 Pokemon in there. No, matter of fact, it's not. It's gonna be 1 Pokemon in the box, and then 1 Pokemon still in your party. And it's gonna be 2 of that Pokemon. You gonna have 2 of that Pokemon, and that's how you can have multiple items, such as Master Balls and Rare Candies, by making a Pokemon hold them while you duplicate the Pokemon. So I would duplicate my Lugias with this method, leave them at the daycare center. And when you leave Pokemon of the proper species at the daycare center, they breed and lay eggs around there. And I had a baby Lugia level 5 because I'm duplicating the Lugia that I caught from World Islands. You know what's crazy to me? It's like, you see how all that rhymed so nicely? Like, that's the type of stuff that let me know, of course. You know what I'm saying, right? God is like, it's crazy how that just like, think about it. It was like all the right words in the story and the subject, right? So that it rhymes so perfect for what I'm talking about. And it's hella awesome. And I like it much. But also, with my effort and intelligence, not to mention World Islands rhyme with whatever the hell I said last time. Exactly. Previously, I mean to say. That's interesting to me. And that inspires me to be the best. Like a genius, a tensai, individual laboratory scientist, professor like Membrane, which the kind of dude is this one. This is a rhyme I wrote back in the day. I'm finna spit for y'all. I'm very proud of this one, so listen up. Tell them haters that I had no time to play with them. I'm in the lab like Professor Membrane from Invaders and Pilot G207. That's my favorite pen. Keep more than one, like, good friends. I stay with them. Yeah, I'm very proud of that. I don't know. I felt like I just wanted to flex, like, being a nerd, like bragging about which pen is my favorite, because I'm an MC. I write a lot. I rhyme a lot. I'm coming up and I made it. I'm shining, y'all. I'm famous. And I'm liking it much. I'm outrageous. And I'm by this creek, this brook or stream, however you say this, which is interesting because that's the origin of my name. My surname, Brock, means brook. Like brook, like a stream, like a creek, like this. Also, I think in some form of ancient Celtic language, Brock has connections to the animal of the creature known as a badger, which is a creature that is savage and adorable, like this individual right here is with his rad self. Which is a fun coincidence because back in the day when me and my friends talk about which house we'd be in Hogwarts Academy of Witchcraft and Wizardry, people always tell me if I'd be anything, I'd be Hufflepuff. I said I choose Gryffindor because that's how I should, that's what I need to be like. That's how I should live as more. I should live life like that. I be studying so much language that when I come back to English, my grammar get mixed up, so bear with me, I guess. I be speaking Japanese, Spanish, Portuguese, Armenian, and Cantonese. And what else? Well, I'll say learning, because I'm not fluent in much. Japanese is the closest to being my second language because of the music I listen to so frequently, on a frequent basis. I want to learn a lot of languages, and this is something I think about often too, is what's presented to you, what's in your face the most. Like me, for example, I grew up speaking Cantonese because I'm from West Oakland, which is right next to Chinatown. And this was around the time in the 90s when Rush Hour just got out in the theaters and stuff. So everywhere I go, the culture of Chinese is present. And so that's a language that I grew up speaking and studying frequently, as well as practicing Kung Fu. And when you study a fighting style, you embrace the fighting style's culture. And I learned that from researching Lucha Libre, which is also very important to me because reasons that are so deep that I'm gonna write a whole song about it later instead of freestyling right here. And I could freestyle it about here, but I want to stay on subject about language and culture and stuff like that. Because the thing I'm trying to think of is African language is very beautiful, but I haven't seen it much growing up, like anywhere at all. And then, like, literally anywhere, wherever it was, African languages, it would be very unusual to hear someone speak it. Usually when you come across African people, back in the day, here in America, they speak English with an accent that you recognize easily, such as this one: I am the Black Panther. Nice to meet you. You are no match for me. I'll kick your ass and defeat you, and stuff like that. And I don't even know if I got that right, because that might sound kind of Arabic type of accent, if I'm right or not. The point that I'm trying to make, the point that I hope y'all got, is this. You know what? I think the first African word I learned in my entire life is ukitana, which is Wakandan for kitten, because I was reading a comic book and somebody in the story kept calling T'Challa that. I forgot who exactly, but I never forgot that though. Ukitana. 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 That means kitten, and the language is Wakandan, which I am. I am the Black Panther. Nice to meet you. I'm awesome, and so are you. If you like, comment, and subscribe, and fuck with my music and vibe to it, like you ought to be doing. Sometimes I don't even know if the accent's right. I just make my voice deeper and hope that it vibe. Funny I said that, like vibranium. That's crazy, huh? Happy birthday, Michael B. Jordan. Thanks so much. All hail King Kilmonger. My name's Jordan too, and I'm Wakandan. That's awesome. And right now, I got my hoodie on so people think that I'm Spider-Man, which I also am. And we are Venom because of reasons that I remember and speak of. Thanks to Benjamin Bree and reincarnation and things of these natures. Hey, wow, yo. I'll be at this creek around here on the UC campus, freestyling every day, keeping my phone charged up and thinking about life, thanking my parents for creating me and helping me to escape the pain of whatever the fuck could have ever been inflicted upon this insane Super Saiyan known as Prince Vegeta, who I often call myself, though growing up I think I was often more like Goku, who is also known as Kakarot. That's what I call him because that's my character, and I stay in character often. I'm a strange ninja goblin, but I'm not a goblin or a goon. I'm a Lombax from the moon, and I be howling. I'm the Black Panther, and I'm out here thinking about Megan Thee Stallion's round rear and how I want to pound that. Anyway, where was I at? Oh yeah, I'm out here wilding, climbing trees like a cat do, taking over the world with my rap group, which is Immaculate Legendary Densetsuno. That's Japanese for legendary, and I say that a lot because it's one of my favorite words in the entire vocabulary. I've been rapping for hella years, since I was 15 years old at Ralph Bunche High School with some crazy skater niggas who's thugs and criminal superheroes, which is what I rap about being. Savage young demon, embracing the world around me, out here, juggalo clowning, backyard wrestler known as Wolf Spider. Shouts out to my homies, rest in peace Eddie Jester. Special moment in life that we shared here on this campus. We did each other's face paint. And it was both of our first time doing someone else's face paint. To be the clowns that we need to be and express ourselves. So we can see our souls through our faces, I guess, if that makes sense. Because that's why I wear face paint. But you can always see my soul. Everyone can. Because I show it to the world. I love lucha libre. I love wrestling. Speak Spanish, learn Spanish, and eat burritos. Be Mexican. And when I tell you eat burritos, I'm not saying that to be like stereotypical or anything like that. Because I feel like I had to say that because I don't want, some people might think that way. And that's not what I mean to say. What I'm saying is this. You embrace a fighting style, you embrace that culture, the language, the dietary cuisine and such, and you be the way that these people are, so you fight the way that they fight. And that's the way I am about practicing Kung Fu and being Chinese, practicing ninjutsu and being Japanese, practicing lucha libre and being Mexican, and whatever else I can, because I am whoever I feel like being, and I live life freely. Peace queens and peace kings, take over the world and speak your minds, because we are venom, and we might not eat your brains, but we will eat your minds. And I said that because it rhymes, in a reference to the storyline of in the comics of Venom be eating people's brains, or at least he say he do. I don't know if we do that. I don't do that. I ain't never ate somebody's brains. But if I did, I probably wouldn't like how they taste. And I would never do that. We don't do that here. Perfect comedic timing. Anyway, I gotta get going. No, I don't. I could keep rhyming. But what should I rhyme about next? I love climbing these trees. I love jumping over these rocks. I love getting high as fuck, meditating on darkness and everything that I'm all about and everything that I sought diligently my entire life to increase the understanding of my existence as I go through reality that I embrace and possibly even create. Possibly, what am I saying? Most definitely, we all do that, don't we? We all do. Everybody in my who's a part of my affiliation is godlike, God level individuals, creators, manifestors, passing torches, passing lanterns, you feel me, that may be green. Speaking of which, my name's Jordan. Kilmonger's name is Jordan. Green Lantern's name is Jordan. My son's name is Jordan. Everybody I know, my dad's name is Jordan. My dad's name is Mathers. My dad's name is Brock. My name is Brock. A gym leader I couldn't beat in yellow version because Pikachu don't hurt rock types. His name is Brock. I traded a friend at school for blue version so I could get Squirtle, have a water type, defeat a rock type easily. My foster dad got hella mad because I took the game without permission, and I had no business trading out without asking, I guess, was his point. But I didn't understand why he was so mad about it, because it was technically the same game. It just had a Pokemon I needed to defeat the first gym leader in order to progress to the story and get more badges and catch more Pokemon and be champion at the Indigo Plateau. Here I am, Ninja Ghost rapping in the motherfucking forest. Shouts out to the Lin-Kuei. I love being a forest ghost. Friendly neighborhood forest ghost. Anyway, I gotta get going because I see that a portal is open to another dimension where I'm supposed to be going on a mission with some friends of ours who are definitely more than being awesome. Super duper awesome. Exquisite Radical Maximus. And by the way, my name is Radimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. I switched between 2 feet and 4 wheels back in the day when my skateboard popped off the ground from the auto shop, the skate shop with the DCs. Why niggas was calling the shoes sandals to be funny back in the day? That was hella random as fuck, but that was hilarious. My niggas see my board, my partner seen Sco's, my nigga K-Sco, he seen my board match with the black and white mystery board, matching with the black and white DCs, and this nigga talking about, he got the black and white and black mystery board with the matching sandals. And it was hilarious because it was absolutely inaccurate. To call some bulky cloud skate shoes some sandals, that's hella silly, that's hella random. Hey yo, free my niggas hella fast. Solid mob forever. Skate mafia. Stay awesome, y'all. I gotta get going to play a lot of games from PlayStation in real life, which is what I do every day. I got kicked out of my auntie house for playing Jack 2. Came out here in the streets, did the same damn thing I did in the game. Be a revolutionary and turn into a monster. I'm a sage of Dark Eco. Dark Eco Sage. I'm gonna turn into a dragon type dude with horns of a stag like Shenlong. I think Jack might be some type of goat. Greatest of all time, of course, acronym, but also because of his horns. I don't know. I went hiking up in the mountain, in the Berkeley Hills late at night. I seen a stag, which is an adult male deer, walking across the bushes and the pathways. And it might have been my dad in disguise, trying to evade the motherfucking, who knows, just disguised for the fun of it, I think. Because I could have sworn the deer spoke to me telepathically when I was walking past the motherfucking bushes in the middle of the night, and I heard the stag say to me, "Son, go to bed." I was like, "Okay, Dad," and I went to sleep. And I don't know, stag horns are cool because I'm a fan of Chinese mythology, and Shenlong is the blue dragon of rainstorms. And he has the paws of a tiger and the horns of a stag, and the body of a serpent, of course, because he's a dragon. And there's other divine dragons that are celestial, such as Tianlong, which I forgot. But I know Tianlong is a red dragon, if I'm not mistaken. Azure. Shenlong, the Azure dragon, Tianlong, the red dragon. They're very significant to the culture of Chinese spirituality. And I studied those kinds of things back in the day at Mandela, in the office on Mandela Parkway, where I work at, like all day, moving groceries, and doing all type of cool stuff, riding bicycles. I'll never forget, I met Bruce Lee at the grocery store and we said hi to each other, and it was awesome timing because I happened to have my Kung Fu uniform on. We should have sparred or something, but I was busy working, delivering the produce, and he was doing something, driving somewhere with some friends of his, doing stuff. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but that's cool to see the legend Sifu in face to face, back again in the flesh after years of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because we thought that he passed away, and he did, maybe he didn't, who knows? But I seen him. I don't know if he even want me telling you, but I be telling people sometimes, and I try not to, but it's so awesome that I feel like, especially in a freestyle as epic as this, I gotta share that, especially since it was right on subject with, you see what I'm saying. Listen. I've seen a lot of people that I thought passed away before, like Kurt Cobain and Paul Walker. Seen Paul Walker a few blocks away around here. I don't know if I should be saying this stuff. They probably don't want people knowing this. They probably want to keep it a secret. I don't know. I brought him back. I think my dad told me that. How do I do that? Because I'm Jesus like my brother. We do stuff like that. Hallelujah. Praise be. I'm Spider-Man, so sometimes I'll be upside down like Stranger Things. Ha! Which is a world I might go to. That's a slang term that me and my friends made up. We coined, I think is the terminology I should say. When you see some weird shit, you're like, damn, that's from the upside down. That's something me and my homies say in the West. Damn, that's some shit from the upside down. You see somebody tweaking out here in these streets, wilding. It's from the upside down. Dang, that's hyphy. That's might be trifling. You don't know. I don't know. We just be saying crazy stuff because we like to. Anyway, I got to go. But I'm addicted to this microphone. I rhyme a lot all day long because hip hop is my entire soul. I'm like Aang from Avatar Last Airbender. I must master the 4 elements. Hip hop has 4 elements, just like the 4 elements of the nations and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying, don't you? Yes, you do. DJing, graffiti writing, breakdancing and MCing, freestyling, rapping. Rap, paint, dance, disc jockey, turntables. 4 elements. I'm the hip hop avatar. I'm hella lit, hella rich. Stealthy ninja who never quit, and that's why my entire legacy is endless and my team is represented in a way that I can know that they be proud of. I'm very thankful because I know they're proud of me. And I'm proud of us too. I'm proud of all of us. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of this entire crew who fuck with me and fuck with you and fuck the world. Fuck everything. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up. All right. I got to get going because I'm going to go do some stuff, get some spice to eat and think of more rhymes to speak of and maybe even write them down in an organized fashion and a song that I will be blasting on YouTube or some other online platform. I'm Ratchet from Velden. I spend a lot of time in Blackwater. I love the hoverboard races. I love the hoverboard races and starless chest bouncing. I'm Ratchet, the Lombax from Velden, descendant of Fastoon, son of Caden. And you know who my dad is. My name is Sean. I'm a legendary rapper. You know who my parents are, don't you? They're divine beings who create music such as this. Divine. I don't know what to say because I feel like there were so many ways I could express that line that I was trying to get across. So you know what? I'm gonna just let you be intelligent and know it and not say it. I love who I am. I love the ones who made me. I love being this individual that I am who is so crazy and perfect and radical and everything that I have to be to deliver this master flow, to deliver this wonderful flow so masterfully. Every word that I speak is a masterpiece. Goddamn, I feel like I'll just be spectacular like Spider-Man on, what channel was that? Fox Kids? I'll never forget when my auntie bought me this action figure. My favorite Spider-Man costume ever, the black symbiote. That's my favorite Spider-Man costume because I love it. I couldn't unlock it in the game Ultimate Spider-Man on PS2. I couldn't unlock that because I couldn't beat Johnny Storm in the race, in any of the in those races are difficult as heck. To be flying hella fast, and you got to be precise when you land and you swinging with your webs. Now listen though, I couldn't unlock that costume, but I got the action figure. Yo, I swear to God, the best animated fight, the choreography of all time, and anyone's entire life and all existence is back in the day, Spectacular Spider-Man versus the Symbiote 6. I mean, Spectacular Black Suit, Spectacular Spider-Man versus the Symbiote 6. When he woke up in the middle of the night, but he wasn't awake. And he went out in the middle of the night and fought Doc Ock and Shocker and them and Rhino and whoever else was there. I can't remember exactly. I think Vulture. It was like them 6 villains and Spider-Man was asleep. But the symbiote was just doing stuff and kicking hella ass because that's what the symbiote felt like doing, I guess, and being. He just woke up and it's like, I feel like going out in the middle of the night and kicking ass, even though I'm asleep. Anyway, I'm Eddie Brock. Thanks for listening. I gotta get going because I'm a journalist and I'm always busy telling stories such as this. Oh yeah, my auntie bought me that action figure and I never forgot. She got me that action figure off eBay and that really meant a lot to me. Thanks, Auntie Tempest. I love you. Now listen. All my life I tried to be like Spider-Man, but turns out I'm Venom because I'm Eddie from Iron Maiden and I always liked that symbiote suit because it's awesome. I couldn't unlock it in game, so I figured I'd try to figure out some way to get it in real life somehow. And I think we did that. Thanks, friends, for your assistance with this mission because we are Agent Venom reporting for duty. But I think in the comics, never mind, I'm not gonna say that. That's top secret, that's classified. Anyway, me and a lot of my homies, we realize superheroes, we really about that life. I know y'all and I love y'all. We support each other always. Oakland Avengers assemble. Bay Area Avengers assemble. I think we should spread out more because I'm over here a little more. But I'm on my way back to the other side of the bridge or the train or however we say things. I'll be in Frisco too, on the street with the same name as me. Oakland Avengers assemble. I like being a leader of the Oakland Avengers. Am I the leader still? I don't know. I think I was tweaking recently and someone else had to fill in for my position. Ding, 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 ding. Vigilante known as Cell Shade never hesitates to Hellraiser, especially when he knows it's really what the world needs. I mean, not terrified, but alarmed. I've prevented kidnappings, human trafficking attempts, and said things of that nature that are incredibly unfortunate that we don't like at all, that we hate very much. We hate hella much, actually, of course, and we know that. I got stabbed 8 times because I punched a dude in the face because him and a friend of his had this girl pinned up like they was trying to keep her from running away, and she had a bunch of scars and cuts all on her face. And like, it was obvious what was going on, so damn right I got involved and I did the best I could. The dude came back the next day or a couple hours later, I don't remember exactly. However it happened, I got stabbed hella times, like right here for example. That shit hurt hella bad. I was in a hospital and the hospital was pissing me off because they kept discharging me too soon before I was even healed fully. I ain't got a healing factor, at least not yet, but I need one because that stuff be hurting and I like being up and about instead of sleeping in. Hey, when I was at the hospital, I was watching Spider-Man, Homecoming, Deadpool, Wakanda Forever, I think. Shouts out to this bad bitch I know from college in theater class. She hella fine and I love her. She probably don't want me to speak her name because she got hella like privacy concerns, but she know I love her. Maybe she do want me to say her name. but I don't know. She told me don't bother her, so I'm not gonna say her name. But she took me to see Wakanda Forever at the theater because that's what she wanted to see. I don't go to the theater a lot, but I'm glad that she I asked her out on a date and she said yes, and she wanted to go to the movies, and that's what we seen there. And that movie changed my life in a way that I never expected, and I should have known, because we hella awesome. I don't go to the theaters that much. I be watching YouTube and sleeping on the trains at the BART station and sleeping on the buses, not thinking of much at all, just pondering the meaning of life and wondering what's existence and stuff of that like. Anyway, it's a 35-minute, 49, 50-second video, 51, so on and so forth. I'm about to go forth and make a beat or something and get some food. I be speaking funny like Venom talking about turd in the wind rolling down the street or something. Because I'm a crazy motherfucker. I ain't evil though. Thanks for the support. I love y'all. The support is needed much. I'm a real nigga with a lot to say and I'm speaking up. You feel me? Stay with me. Alright. We are done here.